So this week, along with our reading story about Oliver K. Woodman's journey, we're going to write letters just like all of those people did when they wrote letters back to Uncle Ray and when Uncle Ray and Tamika were writing back and forth to each other. So, before I get you guys started writing, I wanted to show you the different parts of a letter. Okay, so you guys have these uh, handouts at home. But if you take a look, this is a piece of paper, right? We got holes on the left side, along with that pink line on the left-hand side of our paper. Up at the top right corner, you would put the date that you're writing. Okay, so if it were today, if I were writing today, it would be, say, March 28th, 2020. Then you have skip a line. Then the next one, you would have your greeting. Dear whomever you're writing to. So if I were writing to you guys, I would say, Dear boys and girls, comma. Okay, don't forget that comma. Then what comes next is we have the body of the letter. Okay, that's where you talk about all the things that you're going to talk about to that person. Okay, that very first line, you're going to do something called an indent, which means that you're going to not start right here at that pink line. You're going to scoot it over slightly, and you're going to start there. Okay, you're going to write all the way to the end, and then the next line is going to start right there at that pink line. Okay, so only that first line of a paragraph, and we know that, gets indented. Okay, so you write all the things you're going to write. You're going to skip a line, and then you're going to have what you call a closing. Your friend, love, sincerely. You can end a letter in lots of different ways. Again, you would add a comma, and then you sign your name. You always sign your name in cursive, and that's one of the benefits of us learning how to write in cursive, and I know we've talked about this, is that you know how to sign your name. Okay, so you're going to practice writing a letter. You're going to actually write a letter to me, telling me all of the great and fun things you're doing while we're stuck at home. And if we also need to learn how to address an envelope. So if you look here, this is our envelope, right? And in the top right corner, we're going to put our stamp. Without a stamp, they won't mail you a letter. On the left hand corner, you're going to put your return address, which is your address. So it would put, say, this was John Smith, and then you would put your name and your address. So in case the letter gets lost, this is where they would return it to. Okay, so then down here is where you put the address of where you want it to be sent to. So in your case, if you're sending it to me, if you have a stamp at home, you could actually mail me the letter. If not, I told mom and dad that you guys can just send it to me in an email. Okay, so you'd put my name, Mrs. Malik, and then you would put my address here, and then you simply stick it in the mailbox, right? And then the post office picks it up, and they sort it, and then it finally gets delivered to its destination. Okay, so this week you do not have to print out this or this, okay, but use these as a reference because then you're going to practice labeling the parts of a letter and cutting and pasting the different parts of how to address an envelope, okay? And then I also gave you guys a piece of paper that you can write a letter. I want you to write a letter to me, okay, and either put a stamp on the envelope and mail it to me, or take a picture of your letter and an envelope that's addressed, if you don't have a stamp, to put in the mail, and then send it to me in an email, just like you did all your other work last week. Okay? So that's sort of our writing project this week that's going to go along with our story for the week.